What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're jumping into Reckoning, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to get the new wonder weapon, the Gorgofex, as early as round 8. So if you want to go for a high round attempt, or you just want to see how long you can survive in general, and you want to use the new wonder weapon, this video is probably going to be for you. You could also use this to get access to it doing the main quest as well. However, if you're doing the main quest, you might want to optimize a little bit better and may not want to take out the Forsaken before you power up your Klaus. So it's kind of up to you on the direction you want to go. But all in all, if you guys want to get early access to the Gorgofex in those earlier rounds, this is definitely going to be the way to do it. So once you actually spawn in, I recommend turning on the Rampage Inducer, mostly because when you get those double points, you might actually be able to use it for multiple rounds, get way more impact out of it, and be able to save up that essence a little bit faster. Realistically, you need about 13,000, maybe even a touch more to make it all the way to Pack-a-Punch and get Pack-a-Punch level 1, which will be required for you to be able to make this happen. Because if you try to take on the Forsaken and your weapon is not Pack-a-Punched, it's going to take entirely too long for you to actually be able to eliminate it. And more than likely, just due to how dangerous it is, it will eliminate you before you even get the chance. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you have enough for Pack-a-Punch, and I would recommend staying in there till about round 7, but make sure you leave a ton of zombies. That way you can actually utilize them for one of the steps coming up. But once you guys have about 14,000, go ahead and start opening up some doors, head into the Mutant Lab, and make your way all the way to Pack-a-Punch. Now, you don't actually have to grab anything on the way. Nothing is required. That's the cool thing about getting the Wonder Weapon itself, because the first required item is actually going to be the Cyst, which requires us to make it all the way to power, turn on power, get access to Pack-a-Punch, Pack-a-Punch your weapon as soon as possible. You should be saving up quite a bit of salvage at this point as well. Realistically, the goal is to be Pack 1 and Rare by the time you actually get to the Forsaken part. So, still on round 7, you've turned on the power, head back over to the Mutant Lab, near where you would obviously get to the Geneticists. You're going to need to now look at those two screens and figure out what your two words are. So you have your two letters, go to the periodic table, figure out what element it is, then you have the atomic number, add a 0 to the front of it, and you'll be able to go up to the top of the stairs and actually open up that door. So once you have that door open, the Cyst is then able to be charged. Hopefully at this point you saved a ton of zombies, because you'll be able to bring them in and actually utilize them to charge up your Cyst. You're going to have to shoot a few of them. Hopefully a vermin pops out. It's going to take 3 vermin, then 3 zombies, and then after that, the door will open, the little hatch will open, you'll be able to grab the Cyst. And then at this point, you might want to get down to like 3 or so zombies, just so you don't have a ton of them while you're actually trying to charge up the Cyst. And then you're going to make your way down to the room with all the mushrooms in it. I always forget the name of it. It's like quantum computing, I believe. You're going to make your way down there, and you're going to be able to charge it up at each of the 3 mushroom locations. Obviously, you're going to know it's right because you will pull the Cyst out in your left hand and stand in that area to charge it up. Do it at each of the 3 spores, and this thing will be completely grown, and you'll be ready to actually take on the Forsaken. Now at this point, I'm hoping you're going to be Pack 1 and at least rarity. Maybe you get lucky through the recycling bins or trash cans, whatever you want to call them, and you get a legendary tool. That would be even more epic. But realistically, at this point, hopefully you have enough points that maybe you can even grab Jug. Just be careful. Maybe have at least 1,000 essence left over before you actually activate this. So that way, if you run out of ammo, you don't get stuck trying to eliminate tons of those guys for 10 essence apiece, which takes absolutely way too long to actually resupply. Then make your way over to the Dark Entity Containment, make your way over to the computer to interact with it, make your way over to the other 2 next to each other, obviously activating those, and then the final one, which will power up the platform, spawning in your Uber Klaus. You're then going to obviously just shoot off its 2 shoulder blades, which is pretty straightforward, and honestly with a Pack 1 Rare AK-74, I had pretty good success with this. Then you're going to lead it over to the platform. It's going to transform into the Forsaken, and things are going to get quite a bit more ridiculous. Now, I did this 2 times in a row. Both of them were around 8, and I was successful. One, I didn't buy Jug, and I didn't have any ammo issues in that one. The second one, I did buy Jug, which was a little bit more safe, but I did run out of ammo in that run, and things were a little bit more ridiculous because I had to kind of push myself to that 1,000 essence to be able to buy ammo once again. But nonetheless, I ended up making it through it, and on round 8, I was able to finally get the Gorgofex Wonder Weapon. Now, this thing's pretty good off the rip. Honestly, you'll do pretty good with it just for crowd control. It'll help you save a little bit of essence. If you run out of ammo, you won't have to purchase it. And then even at this point, you can decide whether or not you want to upgrade it, and maybe you're going to go and do the Blanchard upgrade because that one ends up being quite a bit easier. And I found myself even doing the upgrade, getting that done by round 9. So fully upgraded, new wonder weapon, the Gorgofex, ready to be Pack-a-Punched on round 9. I think I even ended up getting Pack 2 at round 14 or something in one of my runs. Either way, you'll be set up for success. You'll have access to the new wonder weapon at a really low round, and maybe even if you're utilizing gobblegums, working in a squad to do so, getting yourself a lot more essence, you could even do this at a much lower round than that. But this video should help guide you through the steps to get you to the Gorgofex by round 8 and get you guys into those high round attempts, surviving as long as possible, or just overall enjoying the new wonder weapon. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel. Look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!